So, here we are working on this Mountfield. This is the last of the machines I have to be rebuilt. And it's a bit of a money pit, quite frankly. But whatever, I'm into it now for a few bob. Anyway, one of the mounting bolts, the engine mounting bolts, sheared off, which I was well pleased with. I didn't quite decide how I'm going to tackle it. So I've looked it up, and what I've done, and I'm going to show it to you now, I've split the case and removed the bottom, or the bottom of the case, so that I could get to the broken bolt. And here it is. And what I've done, I've mounted it up into a drill press, and I'm using a JCB, don't know if you can see it here, diamond tipped drill. So what I've done, I've leveled it up onto the press, and you can see I got the bubble just about bang on. Clamped the work to the drill press, and I've then gone down with this diamond bill, and there you can see it goes on down through, and I've drilled it out now. It's come right out, did a good job, and so much so, here is the offender piece. I drilled that right out. And as you can see, I'd already had a go, and the drill bit had snapped off. But it took some work, to be fair. I mean, it took me nearly 45 minutes because you have to keep this thing water cooled, being diamonds. But I got it out, and I'm well chuffed with myself. So all I now need to do is get myself a new gasket. I think it's a Quantum, so I should be able to get out of a gasket quite easily enough and get the whole thing back together again. And I'm going to use nuts and bolts to fit it back onto the mower deck once it's been powder coated. The other thing I'm going to say is I will show, hopefully at least, the way on removing these badges. It's a trick I learned in the automotive trade many years ago, and let's just see if it works. So the next part of the video, I'll be showing you how I at least attempt to remove the decal, or I suppose you call it a decal, from the mower without destroying it and without doing too much damage. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so just I've decided to drill out all three of the mounting holes. It's not something I would normally do, but I must admit, I don't like trying to reinsert these engine mounting bolts that are self-tappers. I mean, I just tried it there now, and even in its uninstalled position, it's quite difficult. I'm going to drill it out using the same drill. This is this JCB diamond tipped hollow drill, which, as you can remember, as I said, I took out the broken stud or broken bolt, and it's quite easy to do, and I thought I'd just show you how to do it. It's a bit noisy, but it does need to be kept wet with ordinary water. So I've done, again, I've mounted up the piece on the drill bench, securely put it down, make sure I've got it centralised or as near as damn it is to swearing, and that is pretty damn close. I will just knock that a tad back. Just a tad. And that's pretty close. Okay, so straightforward process. Machine on. Sorry about the noise. We're really going to drill out the threads. Plenty of water. Don't try to do anything too fast. you try to go too fast, you'll beat the drill. Just going to stop now and see how far we've gone down through. What can we use? Can use anything really, can't we? Not sure if we can get down inside. Yeah, that's up there. Now I need to be careful, obviously, that I don't go down into the bench itself, which is always a danger of that. So I might just have a look, see where are we. Let's see if I can mark that off. So I've gone down. Certainly, I'll go down that deep there, and we transfer that depth. Just trying to see what we can use. Let's have a look, see. Where are we? Not very technical, I know, but hey, I want to see how far down that's gone. So we've got a fair way to go yet. I'm going to carry on with this, and I'll come back in a couple of minutes when it's all done. Right, so that's it drilled through. Now I had to raise it up on blocks. Actually, I was the drill itself was bottoming out. So let's get the drill bit out first, because I've done with that just to show it to you. I'm really impressed with this, to be honest with you. It's made by JCB. I have no connection to them whatsoever. Apart from that, I bought this thing on I saw it on YouTube recommending them, and I'm glad I bought it. That cost me, I think it was about £10, whatever, and that's good for a lot of holes. Obviously, going through the aluminium, for that it's easy, it's diamond tipped. Going through the stud that was broken obviously made life a bit more difficult, but again, it cut through it, no problem whatsoever. So let's get it off the bench a minute, off the drill press. I'll just show you what we've got. It's all held on there. When there's all these things, you've got to be so careful holding it, the workpiece in the right place. See what I've done there for the blocks. So here we go. So there it is, drilled out. And I know a 10mm bolt will go through there quite happily now. In fact, I've got one here somewhere, there it is. So I've now got all three of the mounting holes drilled out, and I can now use nuts and bolts with spring washers or whatever the case might be, locked up nuts. And I know that's going to go together, no problem whatsoever, rather than taking a chance by using the self-tappers again. I wouldn't normally go to this trouble unless I'd had this, obviously a bolt snapped off where it had to come out. Otherwise I would have probably just gone ahead with new bolts or even the existing ones. Job's done, it's a good one. I now need to replace this seal. It was on order, not expensive, but I'm going to get one anyway. You see the mess that's all inside here. That's all going to get cleaned up, part of the gasket there, and we'll then start to think about rebuilding the motor.